successful.
So there are court injunction and some counter court injunction. Which one do you follow?
Well, what is the end of every prayer? Amen.
Amen.
Fine. So by the time we conclude, the court will decide.
How do you resolve the quarrel? Let's not pretend between sin and wicked. How do we resolve it?
Well, I think they have also said that it's personal, it's father and son. So I believe that in the fullness of time, in their bedroom, that they will resolve it.
What's your message to PDP members?
My message to PDP members, like I told them, is that they should remain peaceful, they should be calm, carry out party activities as instructed by national. We take our instructions from the national. So whatever instructions we are given, carry out these instructions. And then they should not be perturbed, nobody should bother about whatever that is happening in the state. The interest should be the progress of the state first, before individual interest. As a political party, we have our ideology and philosophy, and it is the people. So every power belongs to the people. The people of what fibers will
As a national legislator, we have two legislators now in the state. They are mainly led to it and local government led to it. Which one?
We have one parliament in the state. We have just talked about court orders. There is a judgment of the Court of Appeal, and that is the highest court for now that has decided on these issues. So you cannot, no matter the interpretation you want to give to it, you cannot upturn that until the Supreme Court says otherwise. So we have one parliament. Part of the problem we have is from you, press people, who create impression that there are two parliaments in the state. Martins Amaewhule is the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Let me also tell you again, even without the Court of Appeal judgment, by our constitution, you cannot have an assembly when you have not formed government. So accepting without conceding that Martins Amaewhule and the other members, the 27 members, are not members of the State Assembly. What it means is that the state has no assembly until INEC conducts election to enable us from quorum. So when you talk about two assemblies, it's stupid as far as I'm concerned. It shows ignorance. It shows somebody who is either mischievous or does not understand the true position.
Does the Supreme Court ruling recently affected the CTC case?
CTC from time is unconstitutional, which we know is being tolerated over time. The Supreme Court has now ruled, and the decision of Supreme Court is law. So anybody who is parading himself as member of CTC in this country is swimming in illegality. And it is not for you and I to either recognize or support such illegality, not to a parliamentarian like yourself. So as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing like CTC in Nigeria.
The final is at the August presidential what's your advice?
Clearly, my position is, yes, things are not good in our country. There is palpable hunger. People are hungry, unemployment is very high. Even as we speak, you can see stress on my own face. And so, but the question is, a protest, will that be the solution now? My fear is that if we go out, even with the best of intention, there is a likelihood that it will be hijacked. There is a likelihood that it might lead to crisis. There is a likelihood that even the little infrastructure we have might be destroyed. And so protest is not a solution as we speak. I have called on the government, and I still call again, that there is need to urgently begin to look at these issues in the society, because that's why you are given that opportunity to lead the people, to take care of these problems that we are facing. The economy, issues of insecurity should be taken care of.
Thank you very much.